You've probably run into this before. You want to use a library, an API, or some legacy code, but the interface doesn't match what your system expects. The result? It just doesn't fit. Let's say your application expects a motion library which uses spherical coordinates, rho, theta, phi. But the library you want to use uses Cartesian coordinates, x, y, z. Different method names, different structure, totally incompatible. Most developers try one of three things. Suddenly, your codebase becomes chaos. Instead of rewriting everything, we add a small translation layer. This is called the adapter pattern. The adapter converts the interface your app expects into the interface the library actually provides. A perfect real-world example is a travel power adapter. Your laptop charger expects one type of outlet. The wall in another country provides a different one. The adapter translates between them. Software adapters do the exact same thing. The adapter pattern usually has 4 parts. 1. Client, your application. 2. Target interface, what the client expects. 3. Adaptee, the existing service or library. 4. Adapter, the translator. Let's look at a simple example. The interface the app expects. The API the library offers. The adapter shows the application the interface it expects and uses the API the library offers. The adapter simply translates the method call. Now, the application only talks to the motion interface. Want to add another provider? Just add another adapter. Your core code never changes. The adapter pattern is everywhere in modern software. It's one of the most practical design patterns developers use daily. But the adapter pattern isn't always the right tool. Avoid it when you control both interfaces. You can change the original API, or the mismatch is tiny. The adapter pattern solves a simple but common problem. When two pieces of software don't fit, you don't rewrite them. You add a translator between them.